Do you love reading books? Have you already wondered how to get the most of a book, especially if it is not in our native language? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Ravaka. So today I'm gonna talk about one of my passion, which is books. Yeah, I love books. I love reading books. Actually, I am crazy about information. When it's about information, I am present. I am your girl. Okay, so that's why I love books. Okay, books. So you may read books maybe just for fun, just to kill some times, or maybe that's your passion, or maybe you read book just for to get all of the information, or some of you read books to get the to learn English, to improve your vocabulary or grammar, so on and so forth. So today I'm going to share about my advice, about my tips on how to get the most of books. First of all, how to learn, how to improve our English by learning, and then number one, how to grow, how to develop ourselves, our business, and another category from books. Okay, so every book is not the same. Every book has their own level, so it's really important that you choose the books that can fit to your level of English right now. You know, there are the books for kids who just wanna learn how to read. There are the books for a second grade, and so on and so forth. The way that you can see if one book is in your level or not is try to read the first chapter or the introduction, and if you have to stop every second or every sentence because you don't understand it, or there are too much new vocabulary, so that means that this book is not good for you yet. So let it go, look for another book, because there are a lot of books out there. Okay, so that was clear. Let's jump into it. Start with kids book. This is one of the kids books that I really love. The story, it's really fun and yeah, and it's really easy to understand. There are a picture, it's enjoyable to read it, and I recommend that you start with this kind of books. And when we're finished, that these books means for the author read this book for kids who is kindergarten, so that's easy to understand. The grammar is most of the time the grammar in kids book is in present tense or past tense, really easy to understand. And the vocabulary about the vocabularies, most of the time you already understand those vocabulary, but the advantage here is that you can see how to use those words in real life. Yeah, another kids book that I really love is this one. It's so funny, yeah, and I learned a lot from this book. Sometimes I have to use some dictionary because I don't understand, but most of the time this book is like the author read like when he talk, so it's really like a real life. So I highly recommend this kind of book because it's funny, it's enjoyable, really. Yeah, so another tip: read the books that you've already read in your native language, or in your second language, and in another language that you understand better than English. The thing is that you already get the idea behind it, the story, who does who, you know. So it's for you, it's easier for you when you read it in English. It's easier for you to get the idea. You understand how to say that how to say this context in English. So that really help you to in your vocabulary, in your understanding. So do we stop or not whenever we see a new word? So here there are 2 points that I want to point it out today. First of all, whenever you see a new vocabulary, a new expression that you've never seen before, first of all, try to understand this word in the context of a sentence, in the context of a text that you read. So try to understand it. You don't need to understand every single word in a book in order to understand the idea behind this book, the idea inside of this book. So first of all, try to understand this word in the context. But in case you couldn't understand it, feel free to use your dictionary. So far, I am reading this book now, and so far I didn't use any dictionary yet. That doesn't mean that I know every single word in this book. No, there are a word that I don't understand, but I understand every single chapter, like what the idea, what the lesson, what the action step in every single chapter. But that doesn't mean that I understand every word. So I want you to read without stopping and try to understand the new word in the context. The second point is that if there are a word that it's really you may understand it with the context, but your goal here is to learn English. I want you to choose two words, only two words, because I did this method with a lot of words. It's so overwhelmed. So I don't want you to be burned out or something. So only choose two words and take those words, read your books, just highlight those words or note that in your phone or in your notebooks and keep reading. And when you finish the goal of your day, because you're supposed to have a goal of a day, like what is your goal? Like today I'm gonna spend 30 minutes or I'm gonna read like 10 pages today. It's up to you. And when you are finished with your goal, go back to the two words that you don't understand and try to the two words that you want to learn today. You use the context and look up on the dictionary, made up some story with those words, or try to implement those words in your daily during this day, in your conversation, maybe during the call with your English partner, or during our group call, or during the tasks that we provide in our Facebook group. You can implement those new words. Only two, you don't have to do a lot. The second thing is that I want to talk about how to get the most of the book, how to grow, how to improve our life from books, because you know that books is really an opportunity to talk with the author. You know, inside of this book, it is the idea, the mindset, everything from the author that accessible for you, and that's an opportunity. Another thing that really can improve your life is learn from your model. Maybe you have someone, a big leader that really inspire your life. If he has a book or YouTube channel, try to follow him and learn how you do the thing and apply that in your case. So that's a way. That's one of the way that you could change your life, improve your life. So how to get the most of a book then? So my advice is that, you know, books is knowledge. There are a knowledge in here. So that knowledge is potentially could change your life, potentially power. But if you don't apply it in your life, that doesn't make anything to you. I know I have a lot of books in here, but if I don't read the books, if I don't apply the books, those books cannot change my life. Not just because I have books in my bedroom, so I could change my life automatically, like magically, like a snaps of finger. No, that's not true. So if you really want to get the most of a book, read the book and try to figure out how you can apply those books, how you can apply those lessons from the books in your life, in your case. Try to tweak it. You can change it according to your situation and apply it, because if you just read it, that cannot change your life. Here I'm talking about information, and of course if you don't understand it, that's a waste of time. So that's why it's really important that you choose the level of a book which fit into your level. That's it for today. And another thing is consistency is key. If you really want to finish one book, have a self-discipline to follow your goal. Maybe 5 pages every day, or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. That's up to you, but have a consistency to get the, this is like a pick the brain of the author. So I highly recommend that you start to read a book. If you've never done it before, try to read it. Okay, so before we really finish ending up this video, I want to talk about our program. We're gonna launch our program on October 12th, which is on Monday. It's our first premium program. It's a 1 month about shining up your English. This program is our dream program. We put our love, hard work, effort, time in this program. It's really a quality of program. I promise you, it's valuable. It's valuable for you, for your time, for your money, for what you pay. Strongly recommend that you check the link below about this marathon that we're gonna start. It's all about growing. It's all about improving your English. There are a pronunciation course, there are like interesting topic, creativity, how to brand yourself, and about mindset, because you're gonna work with coaches who have been in your shoes. So during 30 days you can ask them any question that may come up in your mind, how they overcome their shyness, how they do in order to speak up, to make their voice heard, you know. So we have a one-on-one coaching, we have a feedback, we have a community, we have writing, speaking, listening, all aspects of English in this program. So don't be late, because we're gonna close the door really soon. We're gonna start on Monday 12th. So check out the link, the first link in the description. So that's it, guys. If you have any tips or advice about reading book, I really want to read about you. I really want to hear from you. So put in the comments your advice, and see you next week with new video, and have a good one.